In this video, I'll show you exactly how I closed a 9,000 sale in the DMs without sales calls or webinars. This is Zesty Chris, and I've closed more than 22 million in sales online. Let's dig in. So Zesty Heather reaches out for coaching, and we ask her, hey Heather, let's dig in. What has you considering getting some coaching? She's 25 years in real estate, starting over at 51, want to build the life I've always dreamed of, stop working so hard, work smarter. We validate what she's saying by saying got it. We repeat to make her feel heard, understood. 25 years in and starting fresh takes guts. What's your monthly revenue right now? She's like 10,000 a month. In the previous life, I was making 300K during the boom and years of establishment in the market. Makes sense, good, so we need to expand. Now, we want to create a gap in her mind from where she is to where she needs to be. And that's why we want to paint that vision by asking the question of, so if we were to work together, what are the ideal outcomes in the next 12 months? Give me the exciting targets, see if I can support growth. And she says, so far this year I've closed 2.1 million. That alone would be a 100% improvement over last year. I have a propensity for working with difficult clients, holdover from childhood. You're not the only one with childhood issues, Heather. So I need to better address red flags and recognize and fire shitty people. So I'd like to be brave enough to ask for a retainer up front, and my goal is to be financially solvent. So a lot of goals, she pretty much paints her own picture here. So I have what I need, so we're gonna press on. And I say, need to focus on the right clients for sure. It's marketing and messaging. Let's do 50K a month for sure. Now, what have you tried around marketing overall so far? And you notice that I made a typo. That was on purpose because I want to make sure that she knows that I'm not AI. So I programmatically drop a typo here and there to make it seem that I'm not AI, because I'm not AI, I'm actually talking to her. But people automatically assume nowadays that they're talking to AI, and this is one way of me telling them, hey, it's not AI. And she says, great website, great company, great tools. I'm doing some local girl storytelling to build my brand with our company marketing guru. She's doing a lot of things. I'm not gonna dig into all of that because it's just noise. It's not productive, it's interesting information, but it's not moving the sales ball forward. So I just ask, how come you haven't expanded into more channels so far? And she says, well, what other channels? Do tell. So I have her curiosity. And I'm gonna say, well, if you're not doing other channels, then you're missing out because a growth engine will help. And she's like, I'm good at what I know, and there's a lot of I don't know. But we're gonna establish our authority by saying, well, I'm at 2 million a month revenue with the growth engine, with just content. So I can show you, social is a goldmine. Are you with me? She thumbs up, she puts a thumbs up on my text, sweet. And now I'm gonna move on to a different pain point by asking her around where her time goes. And she's giving me a sob story of she has this, she has that, fear of being alone, imposter syndrome, also good friends. Again, a lot of interesting information, but not productive. So I'll just move on and I'll just say, system sets you free. So you can't have time for these things. What about in the business? I care more around what's holding her back in the business because it's actually things that I can fix. I can't fix that. Her mother has Alzheimer's, hoping for the best possible scenario, but it's not something that I can fix. So she's like, financially, I'm tapped doing the basics. I'd like to do more with networking events. So she responds, but giving me the same pain point she gave me earlier. So I don't need to probe, clarify further. I just validate that I have the solution there. It's the growth engine that we mentioned. And now I'm gonna move on to a different pain point and ask, what have you done with AI so far? I do that a lot because it's top of mind for a lot of people right now. And she says, a lot of things, my website is built with AI, which is automated. And I say, well, you can go much deeper there. Like the right AI, AGI agent will easily free up 20 hours weekly. Are you with me? And what I'm looking for her to say is, number one, wow. Because I'm making an indirect claim there. I'm saying to her that, oh, with this method, you will be able to save 20 hours, but I'm not saying you'll buy my thing and you'll get it. So it's an indirect claim. And now I'll move on and I'll ask a solution-based question by asking, have you ever worked with a coach before? I'm doing that to eliminate the I've been burned before objection. So she says, I've worked with a life coach in my 20s. They did a small group with Mel Robbins about 12 years ago. So it's been a while. I know that she invests in herself, so I don't need to pre-handle coaching objections. But at the same time, it's been a minute she has been coached. So it's time for her to get help. So that's why I say, well, you're not getting help now. Did you resonate with my content, what I have to say? I believe in coaching, tough, honest truth, accountability, new ideas. So all green flags so far. The only thing she mentioned is that she's tight financially, but I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I'm gonna move on with the offer and we'll see where we end up. So I make the offer and I follow up the next day by saying, where would you like to go from here, Heather? She has a buyer question. It's not really an objection. And she says, I'm in residential real estate, which is slow burn, relationship building, neither quick decision or immediate income gratification. So I'm not looking to hire or grow a team. How does this scale for someone like me? Do you notice that during the conversation, I asked her about AI and I didn't ask her about a team on purpose because she's financially tapped. If I had asked a question that involved a team, I would immediately get resistance because she doesn't know how to hire a team. She doesn't have the money to hire a team. That's why I asked her about AI because it's much more affordable. How do I reply though? I say, I know you're in residential real estate. That's why we've had this convo in the first place. So I remind her that, yes, I know you mentioned that you're in residential real estate. You don't need a team at all. I say that to dissolve any concerns that she has. You grow through systems that handle 92% of the boring tasks so you can focus in your zone of genius and what you do best. Does that make sense? It does, and I appreciate all of this. So we're on the right track. Now she's saying something that will get in the way of the sale. And she says, I have an advisory board. One of my advisors is concerned with world events and how it will affect our local economy. So she has uncertainty and fear within. She thinks something major is coming in the next 4 to 6 weeks and that I should hold on. I have also signed up with a strategy trainer with Luxury Presence who does my website specific to AI and SEO. Would you be open to circling back in 4 to 6 weeks? So we have a fear and timing objection. How are we going to handle it? She said a lot, so I'm playing ignorant and say, I didn't understand what you mean. My apologies. You can be real with me. What's holding you back from working together to get to $50,000 a month? Everything else aside. So I'm looking to allow her to feel safe enough to tell me the real objection. Because when an emotion is spoken, it loses its power. And that's why I want her to tell me, hey, I'm fearful. Okay, let's handle your fear. She says, and can you see how she opened up? I'm stuck in a scarcity mind trap. Every dollar spent is agonized over and I understand that it's holding me back. Breaking that is going to take some work. She again wants to push it back and she says, can we start working together May 15th? Now, I want to use her language to reframe that objection. And I say, it doesn't have to take some work. It's a decision to overcome your mindset challenges, essentially. 4 to 6 to 26 weeks doesn't fix scarcity, action does. So how long have you been feeling stuck like that? I'm going to pivot her from thinking about the cost of action, which is the price, to thinking about the cost of inaction, which is what she has been missing out so far. And she says, my whole life, I've been raised by a single, self-employed mother. I'm always fighting with my dad. Since I was 10, build a good life, but nothing fancy, average car and home. And I appreciate that. So this timeline won't fix that for sure, that she mentioned. Like 4 to 6 weeks won't fix all her childhood baggage. So I want to challenge that perspective with an elegant way and say, are you open to seeing this from the perspective of nothing will change until you create change through action? And she says, the financial impact of all of that has put me back into panic mode. So now she is still communicating through fear. All I do is move forward, but inside there is shame and fear and crippling anxiety. Now she feels safe to communicate all these things, and that's perfect. And we're gonna help you overcome that. I recognize that you've been through a lot, but if you allow them to dictate your decision making, it just recreates the same reality. I'm reframing her mindset. And she says, agreed, that's why I reached out. What I advise people to make decisions as the person they want to become and step into it full body. That's the only way to become that person. So what do you feel you need to do so you can become Heather 10.0? She's like, I have a therapist, I'm working through the noise. What I never learned was money management, business management, systems for efficiency. So she's starting to make that mindset shift. I'm ready to do the work. And I say, what's the best next step for us? And she asks, what is your typical onboarding with new clients? That's a trap. Because she doesn't say I'm in. She's avoiding my question and she's just asking about other clients, if you notice. But she didn't say that I'm a new client, and that's why I challenge and I bounce back and I say, does that mean you're in? And she says, it does, you wore me down. Just kidding, I have to take the plunge and fight the fear. So now she's accepting that she needs to start making decisions as the person that she can become. And that's where I say, excited to work together, let me know what you're in. She asks a buyer question. I assume if I start with 6 months, I can extend or reevaluate the next steps. Yes, correct. Is payment upfront or monthly? I just reply that it's upfront. I keep it simple. I need to move some money. 1 day goes by and she's in, fully paid. And that's how you help people overcome their fear and uncertainty objections. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you for more breakdowns.